Hello, everybody. I'm George Myland. Well, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. This is wishing people a happy St. David's Day. Cwmrw Ambeth, Cymru Ambeth. It's a Wales forever. Him being the patron saint of Wales. Is Wales a nation, a region, a province, a country? Could be two or more of these things. Definitely a principality, as in Prince of Wales was the highest title. So this is celebrating Saint David Dewi Sant. I hope I pronounced it correctly. So Dewi Sant. Okay, so born in Wales, we think Pembrokeshire. That's a very southwest corner of Wales, roughly 800 Anno Domini. So he was a Celt. I remember the Romans were withdrawn not quite 100 years earlier. Some of them were Romanized, as in Patroclus or whatever. St. Patrick, who's probably from the same area, so the west coast of Great Britain. A Romanized Britain, as in is a patrician. But come back to St. David, he was a Christian. Christianity had come towards the end of the Roman period, and he's the one who really evangelized the gospel around Wales. So he's a monk. Later, he was ordained as a priest. He became bishop. He established monasteries all over Wales, and that's where there is St. David's, which is the religious capital of Wales, which is a really small place, officially a city, despite having a population of only about 2,000, with a little cathedral there. All right. So yeah, I think it meant to be his birthday, but we're really not sure. So it's not even public holiday. I mean, I know today happens to be a Sunday, but the following day, a Monday, or if it happens to be for the week, that it falls in the week, they don't have a public day off school. People wearing leeks, a symbol of Wales, or indeed the daffodils, was the daffodils come out about this time. Why the leeks? In one of these 100 Years' Wars battle, was it Crecy, the Welsh contingent fighting for the King of England? They fought in the leek garden, distinguished themselves, and because of their valor, were told to wear leeks. If you watch that Henry V film, well, actually, in the William Shakespeare script, there's Llewellyn, the Welsh character, and he says that, portrayed by Ian Holm in that sort of 1988 Kenneth Branagh version of Henry V. So that's why wearing leeks. And what else? The daffodil I've already said. So people will celebrate all things Welsh in school. They'll recite Welsh poesy, usually in the Welsh language, Cymraeg. They will sing folk songs, Hen Glwad Fi Nadw, or whatever. What they want about Glwad as a nation. Nation, I'll always be proud of my nation. May the old language endure. As in the Welsh language, written in the 19th century, the height of linguistic anglicization. So parades in the major cities, including the capital Cardiff, or should I call it Cardiff in Welsh, because the English, some of those Cockneys couldn't pronounce the th, the th turned into f. What else? There, astride the River Taff. But yeah, I was read it's not to the 1950s that Cardiff was legally designated as the capital of Wales. Wasn't even that big to the 19th century, when as a port, as an industrial centre for the export of coal, became a major city. So having concerts, not so much outdoors, is fairly bad weather. Street food, whatever, performing plays, song and dance routines. So people would eat cool, which is, I don't know if I pronounce that correctly, a Welsh soup, eat Welsh cakes, bara brith, which is like this fruit cake thing. I got a Welsh rarebit, isn't that just cheese on toast or something like that? So that's it. So Dewi Sant, so he led this ascetic life. He said that people should show each other loving kindness, observe the rules of Christianity, be a little bit restrained. He could do some miracles. I don't know which ones they were. Okay, so the Prince of Wales is William. Is he going to visit Wales? Obviously, Charles III was Prince of Wales from 1969 until his mother died in 2022. And because the eldest son of the monarch, of the King or Queen of England, or subsequently the United Kingdom, he becomes Prince of Wales. But that's not automatic. It's not at birth. For example, Charles III, he wasn't invested as Prince of Wales till 1969 at the age of 20. The ceremony there at Carnarvon Castle, I think, was simply announced, is only for the future Edward VIII that a ceremony was begun, the first one in about like 1912 or something. David Lloyd George, the Liberal Chancellor Exchequer, it was his bright idea because he came from Carnarvonshire, if I got that right. And that's where Charles III learned to say some words in Welsh. The Secretary of State for Wales, the late Tommy Twice, he's the one who swore him in, George Thomas. Yeah, so that's it. Have a Welsh friend around today. What can I say? Wales, a country, that's the right word, of 3 million people, known for its rugged prowess. superb singers. The Welsh are 5% of the population of the United Kingdom, but famous singers are much higher than that. I think obviously Charlotte Church, a real career highlight of hers as she met me. Bonnie Tyler, Tom Jones, Super Furry Animals. More Will Come to Me was the Manic Street Preachers, Cerys Matthews, two of the ones from Steps, Catherine Jenkins, a real heartthrob of mine. I can't think who else is from Wales. So male voice choirs. Coal mining sometimes somehow died a death. Prime ministers, I suppose there was Earl Russell, David Lloyd George, and I'm not sure anybody else. But that's it. Obviously, separatism is more popular than it was. Maybe 20% of people wanting to break up the United Kingdom with Plaid Cymru, the Party Wales. The Labour Party in Wales was a masterful party for over a century, but looks like about to lose for the very first time. They won everything, Senedd elections, local elections, Westminster elections, and European elections when they had them. Anything else noted about Wales? So quite the Misty Mountains, the Cambrian Mountains, so that's the ancient Britons that fled there. Noticeably, Cumbria, northwest England, take the same name from Cwm, as in valley in the Welsh language. Some got the surname Coombe, C-O-O-M-B-E, from that Brythonic word. What else? Obviously, Celtic language is related to Irish. So yeah, more Welsh speaking in rural North Wales, very Anglophone in suburban Wales, particularly in the south. And I know Welsh people older than me can't speak Welsh because they're from Anglophone Welsh families. And when they went at school, Welsh was not a compulsory subject. Only became obligatory in the late 90s. You've got to do it as a GCSE. So 20% of people speak Wales as their chief language. And some of them have their schooling through Welsh and learn all the subjects through Welsh. And they do English once a day almost as a foreign language. Majority of pupils in Wales go to an Anglophone school. They do English as a subject, but they do chemistry through English and geography through English. And they do one lesson a day in Welsh and so forth. So yeah, they've got that Welsh dragon symbol, Ich Den, though that motto on the rugger shirt, I serve, the motto of the Prince of Wales in German, curiously enough. But the red dragon of Wales fought the white dragon of Wessex and won. Wessex is southwestern England. The red dragon of Wales is asleep somewhere and will come back to save people. So the Welsh language completely unrelated, like Croeso, welcome, Heddlu, police. I can't think what else. So that league, the symbol on the Welsh Guards is, coat of arms and so on. Often in McDonald's, I see you can order in Cymraeg, as in the Welsh language. All right, so punches above its weight in terms of the gay science, certainly. Is there anything that really is celebrated for in Wales? I can't think of right now. Okay, so that's it. And I know there's that folk dress, this curious round hat that women wear as Welsh folk dress. I remember Neil Kinnock, Lord Kinnock, Labour Party leader, and he said, oh, there was no concept of Wales till the 19th century, and they were all bandits, I suppose, of Welsh chiefs. But that's true about most robber barons in the Dark Ages. Thanks for watching my channel. Make sure you subscribe on Patreon, donate PayPal, georgecallan7@gmail.com. Goodbye.